So the Philadelphia Eagles decided to bring in two more draft prospects, this time one on offense and one on defense.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today, I want to talk about the two prospects that were brought in. And I know bringing people in don't necessarily mean you're drafting that person, but it's good to know who the Eagles are looking at, and more important, what positions they're starting to look at more. But before we get into today's topic, help your boy out and hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new, and ding that notification bell so you know when these videos drop. And go check manscaped.com. Use promo code PhillyMike for 20% off and free shipping. And I'm telling you, you will love it. You just feel better about yourself. Let me know what you think. Now, let's get into Jaquan Brisker from Penn State safety, and of course, Chris Olave, wide receiver. We did a lot of talking, through this offseason, whether it's streaming with LB, whether it's the big roundtable we had. Wide receiver might be in play for the Philadelphia Eagles in the first round, second round, third round, who knows? I know a lot want first round, and a lot also say don't touch it. Get defensive players. Now, you're thinking Jaquan Brisker, is he really an option at 18? Probably not. If we would take him at 18, that would be what you call a reach. However, Howie Roseman is Howie Roseman. What if we move 15 up? What if we move 18 back? If we end up moving 18 back to late 20s, maybe in the second round, not saying we should or shouldn't do it, but what if we get a ton of capital? What if we make out like bandits? And then you can get a Jaquan Brisker who played safety at a high level, 3-year player, 2-year starter. He's about 6'1", 6'2"-ish, 200 pounds. Really known for what he can do as a violent tackler, right? He plays great downhill, can blitz, right? If Jonathan Gannon will ever turn into a blitzing type coach, we could send him on some very fun disguised blitzes. He got good coverage skills, got the ability to flow. Sometimes he gets a little bit pressed on the back of his heel when he's trying to catch up, trying to get to full speed to track down a wide receiver. And one of the biggest things that they'll say he can't do, and I think he can do it, they just really didn't put him in that situation, was play deep in a disguise formation, right? If you're going to drop him back as a deep safety, you pretty much want to show your hand. He hasn't really been able to do it that well on tape where he was disguised like he was in the box and get back there quick enough. But again, he'll learn things in the NFL. When you look at Chris Olave, right? Route running is his game. He got soft hands. When I say soft, I mean he catches naturally. He got natural hands, very technical when it comes to route running. If you really want to take a knock at Chris Olave, is that he hasn't faced much man, and we don't know how it will translate in the NFL. But as we thought Devontae Smith wouldn't be that good against man coverage, when you run routes that good, where you can get off the line, not physically, but strategically, it works as a wide receiver. Again, you got guys like Tyreek Hill, who's smaller, not body-wise, but, the number one wide receiver, the ex-wide receiver, so to say, has been changed. Stephon Diggs is proof. Stephon Diggs is about 8 to 10 pounds heavier, or 10 pounds, 12 pounds heavier than Devontae Smith, but they got the same size, length. He's a number one because how great of a route runner he is. It's as simple as that. So, yes, the man press is concerning where you don't see much of it in college and how it's going to translate, but we just saw it from a skinnier person. But route running is where this league's going to, right? We're not saying that the big X wide receiver is no longer existing. Look at Treylon Burks. Look at Drake London. But you can win one-on-one matchups with guys like Stephon Diggs, guy like Tyreek Hill, guy like Devontae Smith, and Chris Olave. So I'm glad to see wide receiver coming into the NovaCare complex. And I really like this safety because whether it's Jaquan Brisker, Lewis Sine, Jalen Petrie, you got to get a safety. You got to get a safety in this draft. Maybe you go a little late with a Kirby Joseph, Who knows? But the safety position is calling us, especially with Howie playing with my emotions and not going out and getting Tyrann Mathieu, right? These two guys, I'm going to break down more in depth, bring some college footage. I know I keep saying this and I'm putting it off, but I got some videos half started because when I start dropping breakdowns, it's going to be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, breakdown, offense, defense, but guys in our range, whether it's first, second, third, I'll break down a fifth or sixth round guy close to the draft where it's like, hey, if we can take a swing on him, take a swing on him. Kind of like what we did with Quez Watkins, right? I didn't call it a John Hightower, but I definitely looked at and liked Quez Watkins before he was out, right after the 40-yard dash. So look, the 40-yard dash took place what? A couple months, like in March? That is when I was on, or April. I'm not sure. But that is when I was on Quez that respected year. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about the Eagles pass rush, right? You're like, huh? Chris Olave? Jaquan Brisker? What are you talking about a pass rush for? The Philadelphia Eagles. And shout out to my guy, Dave Duss, for sending this to me via text message. Most sacks by a NFL team since the year 2000. We're going into year 2022. 21 years. The Steelers are in first place with 986 sacks. The Eagles are in second with 913. Rams are in third with 912. Packers in fourth with 881. And the Dolphins and Ravens are tied at fifth for 862. But look at the Eagles. Like I said in many videos, I'm 31 years old. I don't know a time when the Eagles' defensive line wasn't ferocious. And whether it's Jonathan Gannon, whether it's the players getting older and the lack of talent on this D-line, it has to change. Brandon Graham's coming back. I believe in Fletch still. I know Hargrave got it. I know Sweat can be something. Derek Barnett, who knows? I don't care. Jonathan Gannon, you better never, ever be top 5 worst in sacks ever again. It's not what the Eagles are. It's not who I want the Eagles to be, and I know you guys agree the same. Great D-line, make cornerbacks look better, make linebackers look better. The D-line is the staple of a defense. It can make everything behind it look better or worse. You can also say that a good secondary does the same thing. Yes, they hand in hand. Secondary locks up, more time for the D-line. D-line gets there, less time that the corners have to cover. But this league is the quarterback-driven league, right? You got to get him off his mark, and I need the Eagles to get back there. So as much as I'm looking at Chris Olave or a wide receiver with one of the first-round picks, as much as I think safety has to get done, second, third, maybe if we trade back, pass rush. Give me the dominant pass rush we always had. 31st is disgusting. And if Jonathan Gannon, if he's the culprit, well, then something's going to have to be done because the Philadelphia Eagles will never, ever, 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 ever be 31st again, or somebody got to be in trouble. And if it's not Jonathan Gannon, well, then we might have to come down on Nick Sirianni because he is the boss of everything. I know he's the offensive boss, but no way. You see this list, 21 years, we are in second place. That's year after year after year dominance. And let's think about it. 21 years, we had NFC championships. We had a Super Bowl appearance that resulted into an L, and we got a Super Bowl appearance that resulted into a W. And let me think, what was one of the most magical plays? Oh, yeah, defensive line getting a strip sack. I know Tom Brady did whatever he wanted in that game, but the D-line, what we're talking about here and what makes the Eagles go. I don't remember the Eagles having a bad offensive line, and I don't remember us having a bad defensive line. And it's not about to start now when I'm 30 years old. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Again, Jaquan Brisker, a guy who can do a lot of different things. He has some things he got to, fix up. I think late first, early second, that's when you're going to see him go, and Chris Olave will be there most likely. Is it him? Is it Treylon Burks? Is it Drake London? Is it Garrett Wilson? Is it one of these guys you really like? Or do we go to defensive players? One being an edge rusher, maybe a D tackle because the pass rush is needed. I go by Philly Mike. Leave all your thoughts in the comment section. Do you like the players that are visiting the Novakill complex? I know a couple of you said it doesn't matter. And again, I agree. But positions matter. It might not be that player per se, but it shows we are doing our due diligence. Maybe we're trying to feel out who talked to them. I don't know. Leave all your thoughts in the comment section, Eagle Nation. I love hearing from you. And I forgot to do this in the beginning, but shout out to my guy, Gate City. He worked hard on this, almost 100 players, 100 pages of offense guide. He dropped it from $9.99 to $2.99. It's an ebook. Download it, $2.99. It's cheap. You get all the offensive information you need and see how these guys go throughout their NFL career, see if Gate was right or wrong. I go by Philly Mike. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button. It's free. It's easy. Let's get over 300 likes. We out.